Welcome to the birthplace of college football. The State University of New Jersey, the campus of Rutgers in Piscataway, and we are ready for what ought to be a tremendous game today. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to run, it's Taylor. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about Ole Miss. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
The Rebels line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Looking to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. On the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. leave it with him. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Rutgers. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive line. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. That's caught. It's Campbell. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Scarlet Knights will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle, it's Lee. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
4th and short means I'm going for it nowadays. You see it all over college football. Everybody's using analytics and saying, I'm going to take my chances of going for it rather than punting. So great job by the defense, but you better get that next play ready.
It would have been a 54-yarder if they'd tried the field goal. Instead, they'll try to convert on 4th and short. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Got it in the middle, it's Diggs. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering him. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Got room at the 35. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Paul. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players. But these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Breaks into the open. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Running to Green. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rutgers.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the ground with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Second down, he'll throw it. Here comes the heat. It's incomplete, and will change ends of the field now. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Scarlet Knights looking to convert on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. There he goes. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
And the Scarlet Knights are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Weber. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
When you got a weapon this good at tight end, a quarterback, you've got to look his way, especially in this area of the field. Because remember, it's the red zone where these windows are so small. Nice job getting the completion and picking up the first.
They'll go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Rutgers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Simmons. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Wallace. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Campbell. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it up. 32. The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's strong. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
And this guy's just never been able to get into a rhythm all game long, whether it's been because of pressure or the defense disguising their coverages. He just doesn't seem right. And as a result, he's now thrown 3 picks in this game.
Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the air, it's Simmons. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on! Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Lee. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Ole Miss.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Here's a hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Simmons. Pressure coming. Down he goes, and that is the last thing this offense needs right now. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth and long from their own 42. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Rebels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try the run. Oh, he's got some space. Powers through. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Scarlet Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Catch in the middle, it's Hobbs. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him, and you better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And for that quarterback... It was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And the Scarlet Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. If early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
He'll haul it in right around the logo. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the melon mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. The hand to the running back. Got enough for the first. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Grant. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying play action. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Number 9.
A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
Hauls it in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
19. Rutgers 14.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll try it again. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fletcher. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory.
Rutgers 14.
So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. They were trying to set up a screen. Instead, what they got was their quarterback putting paper and plastic and sacked.
But how about the speed on defense with that rush, getting to the QB so quickly? You're not expecting to get home on a screenplay like that, but, man, the old saying, speed kills, and you saw it right there.
The Scarlet Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And the Scarlet Knights will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Power football with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To the air, it's Grant. Takes the easy one to the back. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the foot.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
And that was one of those gotta happen. I mean, it's the 4th quarter, 4th down. We got to get some points. Palmer, they needed that one.
Yeah, all routes have to be run at the right depth, and the ball's got to come out at the right time. Nice job there by the quarterback, working through his progression, finding the open man, and keeping this drive alive.
Of course, it was the quarterback. I thought it was the receiver, whatever.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking for a crease. It's Campbell. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They go to the ground. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown, at least for now.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the tight end. Into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and now they're up by a field goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Grant. Finds his tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the 1st down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Fires on the move. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you. A huge 3rd down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, going up top. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Got to give this defense tons of credit. How good have they been on the back end in coverage? It just feels like every time this QB has thrown the ball, it's been contested. They haven't given up a lot of yards, and they need to continue to be great in coverage with the lead in this 2-minute situation.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, this offense has got to get somewhere. Man, that's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Grant. Zings it complete to the right. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Quick completion on the out route.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly complete. Touchdown, Rebels! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's strong. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, you're trailing. It's late in the game. You're having to throw the football. You're just trying to make something happen, and ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of a DB. Nice job by the defense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The running back has it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.